Hi, I'm Tracy Hess, Zoned2BToned. We're in the tone zone section now, and I'm going to show you properly how to use the dumbbells when you're at the gym. A lot of us is getting away from weight training. We're taking the Zumbas, we're doing cardio, we're doing kickboxing, but we're forgetting about our toning, and this is really important, especially as we get older. So if you're not too sure what to do on the floor, I'm going to come to lead you in what you can do. We're going to start off nice and light, and then eventually you can work your way up to the weight that you need. But basically, I'm just going to show you what to do, okay? The first thing I'm going to do is a flat bench press with dumbbells. I'm going to use 15-pound dumbbells. Okay, so I'm going to make sure that I'm on the bench correctly. I'm going to roll back really slow using my abdominal muscles. I put my feet up on the bench just for security so that my back does not arch. I start in my starting position where I lock out, I squeeze my chest really tight. I do not lock out my elbows. I come down in 2 counts to make sure I got good balance. So I'm going to open up. There's my 1, there's my 2, and I'm going to drive it back up with my chest. There's my 1, and I'm going to squeeze really hard. As you can see, the weight is staying on top of my chest. Open again. 1 and 2. We bring it back up to the top, and then there's your 1, and there's your 2. We're going to do it one more time, okay? Again, there's your 1, control it. There's your 2, and then back up slow. Squeeze hard, 1, and there's your 2, okay? Bring your elbows in, bring your abs, bring it up. Put your weight on the floor. The most important thing with that movement is make sure it stays on top of your chest when you're pushing it back to the top, and that'll keep you even. So always spot, stay here for 2, and then open up for 2. The normal reps that you want to do with this exercise is 12 to 15. If you're trying to drop a lot of weight, you're going to want to move 15, but move it a little faster but in control. If you're just trying to maintain and keep lean muscle mass, you go to 12 reps. Okay? We're going to move on to the next exercise, which is called the incline. This is where I see a lot of people having a lot of problems. Okay? Follow me. Next exercise we're going to do is called an incline press, dumbbell press. At most gym facilities, you can see the bench is normally in this position. I see a lot of people confused, not knowing where they need to place this in order to hit the upper pec. So I'm going to show you, okay? Normally, everybody's machines, of course, is different, and we can't go by holes because it's different. I like to bring mine all the way back. This is how you can tell where it needs to be, okay? When you have a seat, always make sure this portion, the bottom portion of the bench, is lifted up high so that you can sit and be cradled in the seat. Always come near a dumbbell rack where I can put my feet up and keep my body flat. And if you're here, you should be able to open up without any stress on your shoulders. If you're sitting up here and you feel stressed, you're not back further enough. You can even drop back a little bit more if you want a little bit more intensified stretch. So I'm going to go back one more time, okay? These are most of the things that I see, and I would love for people to do right because I don't want anybody to get hurt, okay? So again, now I'm back where I want to be. I'm back to where if my arms are here and if I open up in that stretch, I do not feel my shoulders. I'm way back and I'm on my upper pecs. Very important exercise for your chest because most women and men want a fuller upper pec. And this is an exercise that should not be taken out of your training. You should always include this, okay? So here, without my dumbbells, again, I'm going to open up for 2. So I'm opening 1 and 2. Bring it back together for 1 and 2. Again. 1 and 2. Again, I'm spotting right on top of my chest, and there's a 1 and a 2. Now I'm going to grab the dumbbell so you see what it really looks like, okay? All right. So here again is our starting position. We're on top of the upper pecs. I'm going to spot a dot up on the ceiling. I'm going to open up for 2 just for I make sure I have good balance. I'm 1, opening up for 2. Remember, you don't want it to go past your shoulders. Drive it back up for 2. Squeeze your chest really hard. Again, open 1 and 2. You should feel that burn in the upper pecs. Bring it together, 1 and 2. Never lock out the elbows, keep them soft. Again, 1 and 2. We're gonna bring it back together, squeeze the chest really hard, and 1. Now I'm gonna give you singles to show you what the singles look like. The reason why I do the 2 counts, it teaches you how to control once you go to singles. See how I'm moving that? I'm keeping a nice pace, good rhythm, and we're gonna do this for 12. Anybody was counting with me? Okay, that makes that 8. We'll make this 9. I'll keep squeezing my upper pecs. There's my 10, and then 2 more. Open, stretch 11. Make sure they're even when you're opening. And the last one, and there's your 12. And that is your incline dumbbell press. The next exercise we're going to move to is called the flies. That's the muscles on the outside of the pec muscles. Everybody says, oh, it's too loose, I got to tighten it. This is what will help you tighten that. Of course, you still got upper pecs going at the same time. Okay? Same level with your bench, of course, stay where you are. We're gonna start in a rounded position where knuckles to knuckles will meet. This is where everybody gets confused. I see a lot of people do not know how to do this exercise. Same thing here, we're gonna open up, 1 and 2. We're gonna bring it back in front of our nose. That's gonna be our aiming point, 1 and 2. It's gonna keep us right there in the pocket. Again, open, 1 and 2. You don't go past your shoulders. Back in, 1 and 2. So otherwise, when you feel your chest is stretching your chest, you want to bring it back. Bring it back in, 1 and 2. Ooh, my chest is burning. Again, 1 and 2. We're gonna bring it back in. Squeeze the chest when you bring it back in. Now we're gonna go to singles. This is how your singles will control it. 1, bring it back in your chest. 2, bring it back in your chest. And the big thing to don't forget, is to always breathe. So when you bring it back in, exhale, exhale. I'm gonna give you 4 here. Squeeze your chest really hard. There's your 3. Open up, nice big stretch like a bird. 2, no shoulders, all chest. And then there's our 1. Woo! Okay, elbows in, sit up, use your core. And that is your bench press, your incline press, and your flies. That's a great start when you're using your dumbbell. Arms, you always want to choose 2 body parts, a large one and a small one. So normally we would do chest with our triceps, but a lot of times by the time you're done pressing, the triceps are tired. So I go the other way. I go to biceps. So that's what we're going to do now. And the 4th exercise I want to show you is what we call a pec deck. There are machines at the gym that you'll see where the arms are extended out like here, and you got to reach forward and all that. This is really important because this hits the center of your pecs. You want a full, complete workout when you're training these big muscle parts, okay? So I'm going to show you what this looks like. This is really hard, okay? Again, lighter weights, okay? I want you to get through your movements. The arms out to the side like an iron cross. You got to hold them up there. When you bring it back together, you're going to squeeze your inner chest, and you're going to open it back out to the side. The hard part is not letting your elbows drop. Open up and you stretch, and you can move this one a little bit faster because I know your shoulders are going to get really tired. The key is to reach for yourself in the mirror and squeeze the center of your chest. If there's a finger in the middle and you're trying to bury that finger, you want to squeeze. You're going to probably be able to get 10 of these, so do the best you can. I'm going to give you 2, and then 1 more, and then there's your 1. Okay? And you can also, again, you can do that exercise at home. So if you're not in a gym, even if you're at home, you can lay on the floor, do your flat bench. You can come near a couch, lay back, do your incline press and your flies. And you can also do the pec deck with your dumbbells to do your inner chest. Now we're going to go to our biceps. Okay? Biceps are fresh and not tired, so we can work them a little bit more. I would only suggest to do 3 to 4 sets. In the beginning, use lighter weights, okay? First set's basic, palms out. I'm not throwing the wrist back, because if you throw it back like that, you'll have a lot of pressure and some damaging to the wrist. So always keep the wrist forward and full range of motion. I use my quad muscles as my spotter, so if I stop here, I'm able to come back up. Keeps the tension on the biceps. Takes it from the bottom up to the top, okay? Again, 12 to 15 reps. There's your 4, all the way down, up again. There's your 3, all the way down, nice and control. There's your 2, all the way down, and hit me with that last one. And then there's your 1, and then take a break. Always bring your weight down in between your sets, and of course, always stretch out your biceps, okay? Now I'm gonna show you another variety you can do, which they call a hammer. It's a little straighter, a little longer to hit your biceps a little lower, which you definitely want to hit because you want to balance out your arms, especially if you have long arms, the way up Mariah Carey, and bring your all the way down. Now I'm going outside now, my hips. I need that space, that room for range of motion, all the way up and all the way down. As you see, I'm not using my shoulders. I'm not even using my back. You see a lot of this in the gyms, no good. Keep your glutes really tight and just focus on your guns, which is your biceps. All the way up, here we go. There's our 4, all the way down, back up. There's your 3, all the way down. Everybody okay? How you guys doing? There's your 2, all the way down, and give me 1 more. And there's your 1, and there you go. Bend your knees, put it down gently, come up with your legs, stretch out your guns. Excellent. So you only want to do 3 to 4 sets of the opposing muscle. Always, 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 every other day, I try to hit my abdominal muscles. Now you see we have a decline machine that we use, and we're going to show you how to use a decline. Okay. All right, guys, did you survive that? It's really, really easy. And of course, we're not taking away from trainers. We do not want trainers to lose business. It's only that it will help you become more familiar with the floor, and that by the time you get to your trainer, you will know exactly what you're doing, and it can start hitting you and working you full force, okay? The last thing we always like to do to finish up our workout every other day is the abdominals. Do not forget about them, and do not do them every day, because when you train a muscle every day, it does not respond. So make sense out of your training, quality, not quantity, okay? You want to flip your toes back towards your chest, and we're going to start off with basics. I want to show you the wrong way, and then I want to show you the correct way of doing these. A lot of times, I know you see this at the gym, people cross their heart, they go back in the arch position. No go. It will tear your back up. When you're doing your abs, always pretend someone actually just hit you in the abs. Stay rounded and keep this position the whole time. You want to roll back to where you're comfortable, to where your hip flexors are not coming back in. As you come up, blow it out. Stay rounded. Stay on the core. Blow it out. Keep your arms nice and tight. Stay rounded. Exhale when you're coming up. Keep your chin forward. Stay rounded. Blow it out as you're coming up. And here's another thing that I do see that is really not good. It's very bad for your form, is you see people throwing the neck back and then rolling it forward. Always keep your chin tucked into your chest when you're coming back in, okay? Roll it back. Blow it out. Tuck it under and blow it out. Give me two. Tuck it under. Blow it out. One more. Tuck it under and blow it out. Now that's a beginner's way of doing your abs. If you want to add a little bit more intensity to it, we're going to add a plate to make it a little bit more difficult. Again, reps, 15 to 20 or 25, no more. You're overtraining if you're doing too many reps, okay? You heard that from me. Okay. Next exercise with the plate. Okay. Take the plate underneath the breastbone, wrap it in tight. You're going to push your core up against it. You're in the punch position. Stay rounded, chin forward. Tuck it under, blow it out. Tuck it under, blow it out. Stay rounded, blow it out. Stay rounded. You should feel it right about now, because then you're pressing the plates, pressing against your abs. Stay rounded, push it out. Give me four more. Here's your four, blow it out. There's your three. Blow it out. Two more. Stay rounded. There's your two. Blow it out. Give me one more. And there's your one. And blow it out. Excellent. And that's a great version with the plate to make it a little bit more difficult. When you're completed with your programs, guys, never just walk out the gym unless you're going to do a cardio session. Finish up with your cardio. Come to the floor. Take a deep breath. Inhale up. You want to reach over to your right side. You just worked your chest, by the way. Push your chest to the ceiling. Palm to the ceiling. Stretch out the pec muscles. Bring the right arm across, stretch out the triceps. Right arm over to the opposite side, stretch. Palm to the ceiling for the chest, stretch out the chest. Bring the arm around, stretch out the back of the arms for the triceps. Here comes our biceps, called the Macarena. Other side stretch. Deep breath all the way up again. Exhale, flat back down, round your back, push up. Press the chest into the rears, arms up over the head, out to the side and down. Thank you, guys. I hope you learned something special today. Next time we will train, we will do our back, we will do our legs, and we will do our shoulder training, so I'll give you an idea what to do. Thank you for joining me. I'm Tracy Hess. Tone to be zoned, our tone zone.